2 eyes, 1 nose. That's how a typical face goes. 2 ears, 1 mouth. That's what I'm talking about, 'cause you've got a perfect face, a perfect face. Yeah, you've got a perfect face, a perfect face. For radio.
The rain was a cold, wet blanket over the city tonight, and the whole town smelled of damp ambition and stale coffee. I was sitting in my office watching the neon signs bleed across the window when the phone rang. It wasn't a dame, it wasn't a killer. It was worse. It was the chief. Stolen jewels, cold-blooded murder, a missing treaty, those are cases. This is a national embarrassment.
Detective Graves! Vic, it's me! Let me in! They're looking for me!
The only people looking for you, Eddie, are the folks you owe money and a slightly disappointed life insurance salesman. Door's unlocked.
Phew! Oh, Vic, you gotta hide me. I saw things you don't unsee. The lights were flashing, the dogs were barking. I think a squirrel looked at me funny.
Take a number, Eddie. You look like a suit full of bad decisions. Now wipe your feet. This is a $5 rug, and it's the nicest thing I've got in this office. What is it this time? Did you bet on a 3-legged pigeon?
Oh, worse, Vic. Much, much worse. It's the undergarment ghost.
The what now?
The undergarment ghost. The papers are calling him the Phantom of the Panties. It's all connected, Vic. Every clothesline in town. The high-end silks, the functional cottons, the frilly stuff.
You dragged your paranoia, your rain, and your cheap cologne into my office to talk about laundry? Anyway, the chief called me and...
No, this is the big one, Vic. I was at Mrs. Periwinkle's boarding house. Don't ask why. And I saw the mess. Her line was stripped clean. Every little unmentionable was gone.
How does the lack of clothes on a clothesline look like a mess?
Oh, that's an easy one. There were clothespins everywhere, Vic. High-quality oak ones, too. A few samples may have ended up in my pocket. By accident.
Eddie, just because you're my informant, you don't need to come to me with every little... Besides, I already...
Oh, turn the radio on. It's all over the news. I swear.
All right.
And the citywide terror continues. Police are baffled by the sheer audacity and inexplicable selectivity of the thief. The theft of a dozen pairs of pristine, newly laundered bloomers from the clothesline of celebrated retired librarian Agnes Periwinkle marks the 13th documented incident this week.
It's an outrage. An absolute outrage. There were my Monday pairs, the ones with the little ducks embroidered on the waistband. Oh, this fiend is a menace to decency and a threat to my weekly rotation. It's not the loss of investment in my comfort that maddens me, it's the violation. I've been personally violated.
We'll continue to follow this story closely and share breaking news as we get it.
30 incidents. 30. And the chief wants me on the case. I spent 10 years tracking down the city's most brutal serial killer, and now investigating a guy whose rap sheet is going to look like a department store inventory list.
You already know about this? Gee, sorry, Vic. I should have known. Why didn't you tell me?
I tried, but you kept interrupting me. The chief called me right before you got here.
Sorry. I do that because I get so excited. Anyway, why, Vic? Why just the undergarments? And why only the ones drying outdoors? It's a pattern, see? A riddle wrapped in a brassiere.
It's a thief with a weird fetish and a ladder, Eddie. That's the only riddle here. I think I'll pay Mrs. Periwinkle a visit. Get a look for myself.
Oh, I'll come too. I mean, I was there already. I can help.
All right, Eddie. But no more clothespin filching. Or any filching.
I won't do anything untoward. Cross my heart and hope to stay living.
That's not how that goes. Never mind. Come on, Slick. Mrs. Periwinkle's garden was usually a fortress of floral arrangements and aggressive lawn gnomes. Today it looked like a battlefield where the only casualties were the linens. The clothesline was a sagging, empty wire, weeping in the gray afternoon. Look at this. Crime of the century, a barren clothesline. I feel like my career just hit a brick wall made of polyester.
Should we be out here in the open, Vic? The thief, he might be watching, hiding in the hydrangeas.
The only thing hiding in the hydrangeas is your dignity, Eddie, if it ever existed. Try to look like a professional informant and not a chihuahua in a fedora.
You! Are you the detective I was told about? The one they sent to find my ducks?
Detective Graves, ma'am. And this is my associate, Mr. Marino. We're here about the
Larceny! The absolute depravity! They're gone, detective! My Monday through Wednesday rotation vanished! Poof! Like a politician's promise.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Nice gnomes you got there. Very, watchful.
They were Egyptian cotton, detective, and the ducks hand-embroidered by my sister Myrtle. 1 duck for Monday, 2 for Tuesday. It was a system, a perfect system. Now, I'm wearing a pair from 1984, and the elastic is screaming for mercy.
I appreciate the gravity of the situation, Mrs. Periwinkle. Believe me, I'll be hearing about the elastic of '84 in my nightmares. Did you see anyone? Hear anything? A suspicious character with a large laundry basket?
Just a whirring, a zip and a whir, like a very busy bumblebee with a grudge. I came out with my wicker basket, and the line was as bare as a baby's bottom.
Wearing, huh? Maybe it was a UFO. They come for our cows, now they come for our drawers. It's a probe, Vic, a wardrobe probe.
Eddie, if you say wardrobe probe one more time, I'm going to let Mrs. Periwinkle here use you for target practice with her knitting needles. Mrs. Periwinkle, do you mind if we look around a bit?
Just watch the begonias, those are prize-winning.
We'll be careful. Right, Eddie?
Yeah, sure. But my feet sometimes have a mind of their own.
All right, Eddie. Tell me what you actually saw here that made you run like a kid who just knocked over a fruit stand.
Okay. I was checking out the fire escape. Don't ask why. And I noticed something on the ground. A clue. I was going to pick it up, but Mrs. Periwinkle opened the door, so I ran.
Show me where.
Oh, look, Vic. Here's something. Oh, I think this shiny thing is it. It's a gear, Vic. A little gold-colored gear, and it's still warm.
Give it here. Precision cut. Brass alloy. Huh. This isn't from a watch, Eddie. It's too heavy. This is from something with a motor. Something custom.
See? Mechanical. He's using a gadget. Maybe a drone, or a little grabber arm.
You've been reading too many comic books, Eddie. But it's a detail. And details are all I have right now. This is high-quality clockwork, European maybe. The kind of a thing a rich eccentric would own.
A rich eccentric who lives for the thrill of a newly washed pair of socks.
Oh, tell me, Eddie, who deals in strange, highly specific mechanical parts? Who in the city builds things that shouldn't be built?
That's easy. Old Professor Thimble, the inventor, he's always building crazy things in his workshop down on Canal Street. He's got more gears than a transmission factory.
Is that part of a duck? Did that monster shred my Monday pair?
No, Mrs. Periwinkle. It's better than a duck. It's a signature.
A signature? You mean like a calling card? Like the Joker? Or only with more lint?
Not a card, Eddie. A fingerprint in clockwork. This level of craftsmanship only comes from one place in this city.
Well, don't just stand there looking brooding and cinematic, detective. Go get my ducks. And tell the thief if he stretched the Tuesday pair, I'm suing for emotional damages.
Don't worry, ma'am. We'll find your ducks. Move it, Eddie. We're going to Canal Street.
Canal Street? But that's the warehouse district. It's spooky. It's got steam.
Then try not to get wrinkled. We've got a professor to visit. Canal Street, the part of town where the buildings lean against each other like tired drunks, and the fog is thick enough to chew. We were standing in front of an old windowless warehouse that looked like it hadn't seen a coat of paint since the Great Depression. Above the door, a sign hummed with dying neon. Thimbles, theoretical wonders. Keep out. No, really.
Vic, I don't like this. This place looks like where nightmares go to retire. Why is the steam purple? Why is it hissing at me?
It's just an exhaust vent, Eddie. Calm down. You're shaking so hard you're going to set off a seismic sensor.
Oh, I can't help it. My internal alarm is going off, and it's screaming, "Go get a donut and forget the ducks."
The door's locked tight. Steel reinforced. But there's a loading bay around the side. Keep your head down and stay behind me.
Oh, what was that? Was that a laser? Tell me I still have all my limbs.
Get down! Behind the crates! Great. Just what I needed. A mechanical watchdog.
Is it a Doberman? A pit bull?
It's a Victorian boiler on 3 legs with a rotating lens where the head should be. Wait, is that a giant mechanical nose on the front?
It's sniffing the air. Why is it sniffing? I wore the extra strength deodorant today, I swear.
It's not looking for people, Eddie. Look at the sensor. It's glowing the same color as Mrs. Periwinkle's missing bloomers. This thing is tuned to the scent of high thread count cotton.
Oh no! Vic, oh no!
What?
My undershirt. It's 100% Pima cotton. My mother sent it to me for Christmas. I'm a walking target.
It's got a lock on you. It's coming around the crate.
Do something, Vic. Shoot it. Negotiate with it. Offer a pair of your socks.
My socks are wool, Eddie. It won't care. Wait, look over there. The drainage pipe. It's overflowing with oily runoff.
So, I'm not a fan of mud baths.
It's not for a bath. Give me your coat.
My coat? But this is genuine imitation leather.
Give it here. Here, Fido. Have a whiff of this. Move, Eddie, while it's trying to figure out if the dumpster is wearing a tuxedo. The heart of the warehouse was a cavern of chrome and cloth. Towering piles of silk, cotton, and lace reached toward the ceiling like colorful static ghosts. And in the center, bathed in a flickering green spotlight, stood the professor's magnum opus. It was 12 feet tall, powered by a hissing boiler, and draped in enough stolen laundry to clothe a small nation.
We're inside? But Vic, my coat is gone. My mother's gonna kill me.
Look on the bright side, Eddie. If she kills you, she won't have to do your laundry anymore. Now shut up. We've got a professor to catch. Professor Thimble's workshop. Smells like ozone and poor life choices. By the sounds of it, he's halfway through a spring collection.
Look at all the things, Vic. Is that a self-stirring soup bowl?
Stay focused, Eddie. See if you can find the good professor. Huh. Well, this is interesting.
What is it? A clue?
It's a clothesline strung up in the middle of a bustling, gear-filled workshop. draped with half a dozen pairs of freshly laundered, high-quality monogrammed silk pajamas.
He's an indoor thief, the monster. Speaking of monsters, tell me I'm dreaming. Tell me I'm not looking at a giant robot wearing Mrs. Periwinkle's duck print bloomers as a necktie.
I wish I could, Eddie. But unless we both shared the same bad batch of chop suey, that is indeed a mechanical bride made of high-quality textiles.
It's beautiful, isn't it? My son's unit. The synthetically unified domestic spouse. She has the grace of silk, the durability of denim, and the absorbent properties of 1,000 premium bath towels. She will never leave me. She cannot leave me. I haven't installed the legs yet.
Professor, step away from the remote. You're looking at 20 years for grand larceny and another 10 for crimes against fashion. Look at that thing. It's got Argyle socks for ears.
They help her hear the whispers of the wind. Now, witness the power of the spin cycle.
It's a cyclone! A Leyden-based weather event! We're gonna be folded and pressed, Vic!
Stay low. If she catches us in the rotation, we'll be nothing but lint.
Go, my darling! Capture the scent of justice!
Eddie, the boiler. It's powered by that steam valve on the left. If we can jam it, the whole thing loses pressure.
Me? You want me to go near the spin cycle of doom? I have a sensitive constitution.
Do it! Or I'm telling Mrs. Periwinkle you were the one who suggested she switch to polyester.
You wouldn't. That's a death sentence. I'm at the valve, but it's stuck. It's rusted shut.
Use your head, Eddie. Or better yet, use that gear you found.
Right, the clue.
No, my darling. She's losing her loft. She's becoming wrinkled.
Professor Thimble, please. I can finally hear myself think. I'm Detective Graves, and this is my associate, Eddie Marino. We need to talk to you about the recent rash of textile disappearances from the city's wash lines. Although it looks like the answer to that question is all around us.
Textiles? I deal in gears and steam pressure, young man, not linens. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm conducting trial runs of my patent-pending automatic noodle sniffer and calibrating my atmospheric vowel separator.
And explain those, Professor. The silk, the pajamas.
Those? Those are just my research samples for my work.
Ha! Your research involves premium nightwear? Look, Professor, we found this little guy outside Mrs. Periwinkle's place. Recognize it?
Oh, bother. That's a Type A spindle gear. It came off my telekinetic laundry retrieval unit.
Ha! A grabber arm! I knew it!
Retrieval unit? You mean a theft machine, Professor? Why? You're a respected, if slightly unhinged, man of science. What's the point of all this? Why steal other people's clothes?
It's because of my wife. She left me. She packed everything but the clothes she had just hung out to dry. She's been gone a month. I've tried everything. Letters, telegrams, a singing gorilla. Nothing worked. So I built the unit. I thought if I could just retrieve all the clothes that were hung out to dry, I could figure out where she went. I thought I could follow the thread. But I kept finding other people's clothes. All the ducks and the stripes and the terrible, terrible elastic.
The poor guy just wanted his wife's delicates back.
You stole 30-plus people's unmentionables, Professor, in a misguided attempt to track down your ex-wife's laundry scent?
I was lonely, and my clean clothes supply was getting dangerously low. I panicked.
All right, Professor. The police will want to talk to you, and you'll have a lot of explaining to do about this telekinetic business. But I'll tell you what, I'll make sure Mrs. Periwinkle gets her ducks back. And I'll even stop calling it the Phantom of the Panties to your face. Look at that. There's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. The ducks have returned to the pond.
We did it, Vic. We saved the city's dignity.
Yeah, we saved the city from a man who just wanted someone to do a load of whites with.
Hey, Vic.
What now, Eddie?
You think I can keep the Argyle ears? My ears are actually kind of cold.
Get in the car before I put you in the spin cycle.
So, Professor Thimble is in the pokey, the undergarments are accounted for, and we solved the most embarrassing crime of the century, Vic.
Yeah, and I'm a man who needs a very stiff drink and a new line of work, Eddie. I spent 3 days of my life thinking about elastic waistbands.
What about his wife, though? Did you ever figure out where she went?
Oh, I found her. Took one look at the professor's stolen textile pile, ran a couple of checks. She wasn't kidnapped. She wasn't even lost.
So, where was she?
She was in Bermuda, with a fellow who owns a very large dry cleaning chain. She didn't want to take her clothes with her because, and I quote, "I want to start fresh. I don't want a single thread that smells like that damned workshop."
She started a new life? With a dry cleaner?
She followed the clean thread, Eddie, not the crazy one. Case closed. Now get out of here. And for the love of all that's holy, if you hear about a missing hat or stolen shoe, call another detective. I'm done with fashion crimes.
Sure thing, Vic. But hey, if you ever need someone to, launder any information...
Get out, Eddie. The rain had stopped. The city was finally quiet. The case of the stolen unmentionables was closed, leaving behind only the faint scent of stale starch and dread. I filed a report, poured myself a drink, and waited. Because in this town, the next case is always just a knock or a stolen piece of clothing away.
Thank you for joining us for the Stolen Unmentionables Caper. With the relationship between Vic and Eddie seemingly and begrudgingly working to their benefit, it's a safe bet that more cases will force the two together again. Stay tuned for more capers coming your way from Perfect Face Productions. This episode was produced and directed by Perfect Face Productions. Written by Aaron Frick and Greg Rogers. Edited by Aaron Frick and Greg Rogers. Starring Aaron Frick as Victor Graves and Greg Rogers as Eddie Marino. Guest starring David Hausman as the news anchor, Maddie Jones as Mrs. Periwinkle, and Todd Lewis as Professor Thimble. Sound design by Aaron Frick and Greg Rogers. Sound effects and music from Pixabay, Sound Dino, Epidemic Sound, BBC Sound Effects, and Free SFX. Original Perfect Face Productions theme music by Todd Lewis with vocals by Hannah Harrison. Original credits music by Todd Lewis. Engineering by Aaron Frick. Historical accuracy from watching old detective movies. Special thanks and apologies to anyone we may have offended creating this caper. This episode was made possible by listeners like you and by loose change found in Eddie's sofa. If you liked any part of this episode, please let us know, tell others about us, and give us a follow. Perfect Face Productions. Oh,